I'm Jack Trash, and this is The Riff. This time around, our featured interview is with Richard Black, the singer from a band called Shark Island. They were the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight kings of the Sunset Strip back in the day, and they're coming out with a new record. They've got all kinds of great stuff going on, and we're going to be hearing a lot about the music. But first, I want to touch on something else, because music is what the musicians do, but it's not their only thing they do and not the only thing that they're passionate about. For example, myself, I'm very passionate about the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm also passionate about chasing a white ball around a golf course. Now, whereas my passions are a little more on the fun side, Richard's more about giving back, as you're about to see when I asked him about the ranch.
Oh, you want to hear about the ranch? Good. More people should hear about the ranch. It is a ranch for rejected animals, kind of like a rescue ranch. And we have horses and goats and cats and dogs and a donkey. And I think currently we're up to about 22, 23, you know. They generate a lot of manure, and there's a lot of cleanup to do, a lot of work. It was something my wife and I kind of wanted to take on, because we felt, there was a kind of an injustice with all these unwanted animals. People often get animals because they saw it on TV or something, and they want to be like that person or this person, or a movie comes out with one type of animal, and then they go, oh, I want to get one of those, and then what happens after that is there becomes a glut of a certain type of animal. Or it's a situation where people are showing the animals, and if they don't have the right coloring or something, well, they're just gone. So then there's organizations like us that we kind of try to rescue. It's essentially a rescue. We've been doing it a while, but I don't know how much I'm helping. Especially lately, I've been thinking that I wonder if I'm enabling the situation by, well, there's always going to be some schmuck like me that's going to take this animal off my hands. But, there's a lot of stories. I don't know how much you want to hear about it. I could talk 3 hours about, the horrible things that people don't really know about. You don't really pay attention to, the decisions people make and the cause that comes as a result. We have, for instance, and the stories are very different. Like one horse, for instance, we have, it was a baby from Canada, and there was a factory that they were collecting the urine from the horses and making this hormone replacement for women called Premarin. Very popular, and I bet you a lot of people recognize that name, Premarin. Oh, it's Premarin. It's a hormone replacement for women when they get when they get older, right? And they don't even realize that even the name Premarin stands for pregnant mare urine. And this is straight up, this is a legitimate drug, but that's how you have to make them. So what does that mean? That means you have to have a horse perpetually pregnant and then collect its urine. So the horse that we have is one of those offsprings. And of course, the bigger the horse, the more urine there is. So the horse is like a big Shire. It's like a Clydesdale. It grows up to be. So there's like 60,000 of those horses that just get put down as soon as they're born. Whoa. And people don't realize it. You don't think about that. People just, out of sight, out of mind. Right. So we have, that's just like one of the stories with one of the horses, a big old Clydesdale offspring from just, so what did I do in the long run? I saved one horse. Right. There's 60,000 every year, and what happens to the rest of them, so anyway, but I felt, we felt this need to kind of do something, and I'm not don't get me wrong, I'm not like a freak, PETA person that, you can't, hey, I have leather jackets, right. I wear some leather shoes, so I'm not without fault, but I'm certainly not into unnecessary suffering or torture of anything, you know. So, you know, I mean, you got to be practical. You know, if you're gonna kill something for whatever reason, you're gonna eat part of it, and you're gonna save every bit of it and make use of everything. You know, don't just throw it away. But I mean, there's other situations too. You know, people don't understand. There's like 100 elephants get killed every day. Every day. And they get killed for their tusks. And it's a horrific thing, and it's just a catastrophe, but people don't think about that here. And then there's, you know, I don't know the exact number for like tigers, for instance. You know, some of them are just, you know, people that pay for a hunting, you know, weekend, and we're going to go and bag ourselves a tiger. They're becoming very rare, very extinct. And you have a Yahoo that comes out and starts, you know, firing away. And, you know, it's one thing to kill something with one shot. It's another thing to, you know, to jack it up. And then if it runs away, then you have to have the responsibility of going after it. So, I mean, you know, I'm not a hunter in general. I don't get anything out of it, you know, but I'm just more conscious of things. That's, you know, that's something that everybody has to be conscious of what they do, of everything in a lot of aspects of life. Sometimes you just can't let something just go just because you don't want to spend the time to think about it or research it. You know, just see what am I actually doing? You know, how is my presence here? You know, screwing things up or not? But
Richard's rescue ranch is privately supported, which makes him more of a hero in my book. Although Shark Island merchandise that is sold at sharkislandmusic.com, a portion of that does go towards the ranch. He says if you want to donate to somebody, go to hopeforpaws.org. They have dedicated their life to saving homeless and abused street dogs of Los Angeles.